knew that one was
All right, so you want to force me to a score. I'm going to say...
I don't want to force you to do anything, Dan.
Cloud9.
That's a legal issue.
Okay. All right then, James. Well, we're in the knife round, so I'm going to say...
That's interesting.
16 to 9 for Cloud9. I think they're going to have a strong CT side.
We haven't had this view before. This is kind of weird.
And I feel like Shazam's going to be basically really key in getting them ahead. But then that said, there is Skadoodle on Mythic. So, yeah, he's standing in for Abe.
Skadoodle, Skadonglers.
So, Skadoodle might just throw a weird wrench into the works.
Is Skadoodle the worst nickname in North America?
No. Absolutely not. It can't be. I actually think that it's kind of a cool nickname, Skadoodle. It sounds like he's some cartoon character that you see on like Nickelodeon or something. But in reality, he's just this murderous guy with like, who just massacres everybody with a massive gun, sniping them down. Cold dead eyes. But he's called Skadoodle. Don't you love the juxtaposition there?
Sounds like nonsense, Dan.
Well,
how does a person called Skadoodle have a big machine gun and kill everyone? Come on now.
I don't know. It's not real.
You don't know.
It's not real, James. It's a game. It's all imaginary. Well, it's not imaginary. It's all
when I went to Baku,
virtual.
When I went to Azerbaijan, I bought a small carpet. It was a similar color to what you see here, but not the same.
You say similar color. There's all kinds of colors there.
But there's clearly one main color, which is red, rouge, Dan. I think that much is obvious. Let's be honest. I've never actually paid quite close attention to this carpet.
It is hanging kind of
irrealistically.
How is it?
Wait. This is... Look, where's it? Why is it there?
I don't understand.
I mean, it's not there, but it's here.
Maybe it must be nailed on. I don't think physics works that way. That's really puzzling.
I think we should email Valve about this.
I actually think that should be fixed.
I'm not even joking. I think I'm going to email Valve. Because there's like the carpet's missing here, but the carpet's here. I can't live like this, Valve. What the hell just happened to my mouse? All right, it's enough about carpets. I think we are about to go into the match, Dan.
It's going to take me a while to get past this, but we do have our pistol. So we're going to have to make it happen.
Oh yeah.
Cloud9 starting off on the CT side here. This is the first match of the North American FACEIT League 2015. We're giving at least $275,000 over the course of the year for the 3 stages of the league. 3 LAN finals. It is going to be super sick. And nothing already. He's going to be pushing behind, going straight away for the shots. And he's going to find only just a lick of damage. And Mythic not really paying him all that much attention. Meanwhile, they're going to push up Cat, looking for the quick frags. Flom and Skadoodle with 2 great entries, and now Cloud9 are in trouble. Scrambling for the retake. This is certainly not a good look for them.
Is their Mumble dead?
Look at this from Mythic. They're all almost holding hands. They're just all together, moving as a unit. As 5 players, up Cat, plant the bomb, back down Cat together. This is madness. You don't often see this, but it's working quite well. And they're looking for a pause at the moment, so...
I think their Mumble died.
That's unfortunate for them. Is Cloud9 and Mythic resuming the match here on Dust 2. And we just had, of course, the pistol won by Mythic flawlessly. And now we move into the pistol armor buy for Cloud9. Although that said, there is pistols and some nades, but only nothing is actually on some armor here. So we can do a quick check there. You can see that they have some reserves of cash. They want a really strong 4th round buy, as these Deagles might even be able to put in quite a bit of damage here. But Mythic taking it really, really slow and cautiously at the moment. You can see them kind of working control slowly towards middle, and soon they'll have Cat as well. As you can see, Hades looking for those angles. Just trying to make sure that Cloud9 don't surprise them at this point in time. And there you go. Anger's patience going to yield a nice little result there. And Shazam does push for the information. And nothing with a nice little frag onto Hades, but the trade is going to come into play. But they're very spread out at the moment on Mythic. And now they're actually going to converge onto the A site with the entry of Flom. That's going to be a really easy entry for them as well. So just Sean Garris and Semphis left over with their pistols. And Semphis has a smoke, actually. I'm not sure what he's going to use that for, but he's going to get taken down immediately, so it's not really going to matter. And it's just Sean Garris left now. So, James.
Cloud9 appears to be having
Yeah.
some difficulties, but
Sean Garris is not having the best of times. His packets are not making it all the way all the way to his back to his computer, it would seem. So Sean Garris going to get eliminated, and looks like they are still trying to, I guess, solve the issue more or less. So would expect the pause to come in. There it is. But looks like we are going to go back in, which is awesome.
excuse me.
So 2-0, Cloud9 on close to a full eco here. Just some P250s ball around. We got the flashbang on nothing. Already Anger's going to pick off 2 frags towards long as we have the upper dark push coming in. And there's Lex, able to pick off Sean Garris. And there's Semphis close range. He's not going to expect that, but he does get the frag regardless. And nothing picking himself up. The AK dropped by Anger. Not able to get anything with it. And Cloud9 now with their buy. So this is where things are going to get interesting for them.
Mr. Shazam has indeed picked up the AWP. Let's see where he's going to play. Looks like, judging by the way he's aiming, he may be going to play short with it. Might initially go to long and then play short afterwards. Similar to the way Skadoodle plays. Speaking of Skadoodle, we have double AWPs on the T side already. Skadoodle looking to take a pick into mid, and Flom going to go for a late peek into long. But it's going to be 3 CTs there, with 2 rotating their position. So Shazam is indeed looking to hold the short area. Meanwhile, we have 4 Ts in the mid area, so nobody really holding the potential long flank. I think may go there with a later timing. You can see nothing is in CT spawn at the moment, as looks like it's going to be Skadoodle going for a pick onto short. So there was just an attempt, there was a flash from his teammate just to try and get a pick, but to no avail. So Shroud will be looking for an opening into long, but nobody's there to meet him. Nothing with a nice boost there to take down Hades in mid, but there's 2 more pushing onto B slope. Gets a second one onto Skadoodle, but the T's have control of the bomb site for now. See if Flom can find a pick. Legs Shazam. With 50 HP actually, so maybe he went through some scaffolding as well. The nade will finish him off. Goes for the pop flash. Gets both of them as well. Nice cleanup there by Flom.
That was sick. That was an awesome flash there. 4 kill from Flom, as he's repping Mythic quite well. And Cloud9 thrown into uncertainty, thrown into tumultuous times.
Thrown to the wolves, Dan.
Tumultuous times sounds better. What is this?
Wow, that was impressive. Down to 28 HP. That was a full right click into the back.
That is some Hellraiser stuff right there.
Not even left click, but right click.
Oh my god.
I've got to say, I'm impressed.
It's not good. So Lex, once again, watching the upper dark area, going to catch some, Sean Garris off guard. And these pistols not going to do all that much at the moment, as Mythic clean it up pretty effectively. You know, running this double up setup is definitely quite strong if you're able to take the right angles with it, if you're able to push the right areas, and if you've got the players who know how to handle the angles. For example, like you can do really good entry work with an AWP onto the cap position, like into the A site, or even out of middle. You just have to know the angles very well. You've got to be very quick. And if you've got the experience on those shots, it can be really deadly. And now we're going to see Cloud9 also with the double AWP. Sean Garris and Shazam. Now, can they fight back? Can they make this work? Because right now, Mythic are beginning to run away with this. And Cloud9 have the full... They have 3 AWPs! They have
oh, they've got 3.
They've got 3 AWPs. I think that was a late buy from nothing there, but 3 AWPs, this is... I must say, I rarely see 3 AWPs work out well. But we're going to have to see if Cloud9 knows something that we do not.
Well, they're 5-0 down now. They've got to try something drastic here to get back into the game, and that's exactly what they're doing. Nothing, though. Could be in a compromising situation if he tries to peek short with multiple people there. You can see Anger is starting to peek up. He is followed closely by Hades and Flom as well, although it's going to be Sean Garris with the first opening kill of the round, taking down Lex towards the B area. That's going to slow down these Ts. Quite interesting, I was going to say, they still don't really hold long, but Hades is going to come back. The one of the 2 riflers remaining. Going to come back and just keep an eye on things from a distance here at top mid, as they have an interesting boost here. And Semphis just going to come down and say hello. No more boost for Skadoodle.
So this is actually working out quite well. And a little bit of aggression mixed in, going to force the hand of Mythic as they start to try to push in, and they're getting caught from all sides. The distractions working excellently there, but Skadoodle able to pick up Sean Garris. Oh, he knows the next player's there, barely misses the second shot. I think that was the tag it was, but the bomb is up there on short, precariously so. Unretrievable for Skadoodle. That is for certain, as Mythic look to be losing around. And the thing is that Cloud9, they made this triple AWP play work, and you got to hand it to Sean Garris, who's able to actually move through upper dark. Usually Lex has been there to watch over that, to basically stop players like that, but he managed to creep in and obviously pick off that boost that was able to see over the top. The boost was here, and you can see over like this angle, which is pretty nice. You don't actually see it used very commonly at all. I never see that in Europe, but you can catch players with that, so good to see it getting some use here, even though it didn't work out this time. Triple AWP still in play here for Cloud9. In fact, we have 5 AWPs on the map because Mythic as well are running a double AWP setup again on the T side. Again, another less conventional play, at least as far as Europe is concerned. There's Shazam looking towards the middle here. They have got good coverage all across the map with these AWPs. And you definitely would like to say that a nice big execute, big set play would be a very effective counter to this, but moving against these AWPs in the open certainly is not helping them out so far. There's Hades, so able to pick up Semphis. And there's Lex moving in. First man from Upper Dark takes down Sean Garris. AWPer eliminated, but there's 2 more to go. But they're smoked off, and the bomb is going to go down on B. This looks good here for Mythic.
This is where things get awkward for the CTs, because this is a retake with 2 AWPs and 1 AK, and that is less than ideal, to say the least, but nothing. Off to a good start there. Shard trying to get a peek over the smoke, but that smoke's going to make things that much harder. So 3 versus 2 now. 2 AWPs versus 1 AWP and an AK. This, they do have a crossfire. And there's a spray down with Lex going to get a second one as well. So works out for the T's in the end. It's going to be 6-1 to Mythic. So this is a significant good start there for his team. So this is going to be just a brief pause.
And the problem now is that Cloud9 had the full money bonus, but now they do not. They just won a round, and then they lost the next one. That's like the worst thing ever, is to have your momentum broken immediately like that, because that actually helps Mythic, because now Cloud9 have to eco, basically. They just pretty much have to eco. And what are they going to get? 1800 for the following round. So even the eco you can see, because some of the players are 1700 and 1400, 1400, add another 1700 to 1800 to that, they're still not really on good enough money for a proper buy. So then they're going to be on Famises and stuff, and a lack of nades. It's a really bad situation here for Cloud9, really terrible. Mythic are looking really good to take this map at the moment, early on. All the momentum's going towards them as well. They're going to make the opening frags towards long against these pistoling players from Cloud9. And you gotta be afraid of the Cloud9's fate here, which does not look all that good at the moment.
They could get a few frags. Anger and Hades quite low at the moment. There is a flank on long though, so Semphis is going to have to be careful. And there's another flank from B. Lex just getting the final spray downs. He's closing out a few of these rounds. Let's have a look at how many kills he has at the moment. He is 9-3, so he is the cleanup operation man at the moment for Mythic. Just coming in from behind and holding sights, finishing off the players with in a favourable situations. So force buy coming out for the CTs here. Still 2 AWPs on the hands of Team Mythic. 1 on Skadoodle and 1 on Flom.
I like that flash there in case they boosted up Cat and rushed it. That's actually, you don't see that very often. That's very mindful of Mythic to go for that. And they went for a quick play into B as well, straight up through the tunnels, just no fear at all. And they do get eliminated here. They had good nades actually for that play, but looks like Cloud9 were able to get the better of them this time. Skadoodle left alone in lower dark. He's got a teammate just by Cat. It's also an AWPer, Flom. Lots of work to do here for him. But this is actually kind of doable for them with a minute left. They just have to find the kills here. Flom can get into a nice angle if he gets into CT.
I don't think this should be doable.
It shouldn't be doable, but
If the
it's
CTs,
Skadoodle. He's madness.
If the CTs play correctly, there should always be a trade frag here. 4 versus 2.
Yeah,
The numbers are too strong.
You are correct. They should never, ever, ever lose this round. That should never happen. But, James, they're human beings. They're not perfect.
Kenyes is not here. That's a good thing.
There you go. Yeah, it would be an atrocity if they allowed a lot of frags to go the way of Mythic here.
Well,
They're trying to remove the AWPs, but if we quickly check the money here, it's actually looking quite okay for Mythic. They've got 2 players almost, around 10k and 1 on 6k and 2 pretty poor. So they're going to have the drops in play. So keeping these AWPs alive is really, really key here.
Interestingly,
and they're getting
their position is favourable to them in that it stops the CTs from being able to hunt them effectively.
Yeah.
By just basically keeping the CTs locked in the site. You can see the range that they both have there. So that was actually really, really smart there by the Americans.
And of course, by doing that damage, you can see how the impact is on their money. It is not a good look for them. They can, of course, buy, but now they have to buy within their limits. And there's a FAMAS in the mix there, and Semphis doesn't even have any flashes, no HEs, couldn't get a helmet. So, you know, it's pretty painful. It's good work there from the 2 remaining players, Flom and Skadoodle, to do the extra damage that they did. Adding insult to injury to Cloud9. And looks like they actually want to try to get another B split going here. To us, at least, this is somewhat telegraphed, having Skadoodle up there at the moment. Nothing able to peek Cat, going to spot a couple players here. They need to push him back. And they do so effectively. Oh, that's almost a decent nade. So they can still go for that Cat drop for that B split, as it seemed like that was their original plan.
The start of that round was quite interesting in that the Ts, a lot of them were just up here, whereas previously they've had like 4 players in this area, but they played it more passively, so changing things up, maybe expecting a push there. We saw an attempt from a push on short previously from the CTs, but there we go. Nothing is going to take down Hades. Trade coming in from Anger, making it a 4 versus 4. Lex just trying to walk into the B bomb site on his own. Normally you have the AWPer, like Skadoodle for example, in this situation, on the left, as the other player would hold the right, looking in the opposite direction, but they managed to take the site anyway, and only Shroud and Shazam will remain. Shroud tries to stop the flank from Anger, but fails, and Shazam is now in a very awkward place, and the flank is going to come in from the site as expected. So not much he could do in that situation, he was completely exposed. But
And Cloud9 actually had like a fairly decent potential to hold that push. They had a guy on plateau, they had a crossfire from a guy on window with a guy around CT spawn to deal with middle. So they actually had decent-ish positions for that, but Mythic able to out-execute them, and you know, Skadoodle's really been playing quite well for them so far.
I think Cloud9 on their next buy should maybe go for a timing push through long doors and see if they can get a flank or some information. Because they haven't done it once. You can see they're being aggressive now on the eco and getting cut down as the Ts are playing the ranges. But I don't know if we're going to see many frags from Cloud9. Damn the last man standing. But yeah, normally when you have a B push coming in, like a slow one rather than a rush, you have an AWPer on this side of the tunnel just clearing these areas one by one, and then you have the AK basically just watching this area in case somebody pops out from here or here or here. But Lex is just, I mean, with this score, they're so confident. Lex is just walking in on his own, clearing the site on his Jack Jones, by his lonesome. Again, we've got the 3-man A long take here from Cloud9, but let's see if they'll do anything further with this. Although they are going for the double eco this time.
So Semphis going to be tested. Great flash, absolutely perfect. Semphis able to pick up 1 kill. Flom's still there though. Might try to get rid of this weapon. That AK that's dropped there could be a smart move, but just immediately concerned with the CTs. Looks like Semphis really wanted that AK badly, just charging straight up there. Shazam able to deflect Hades over at middle as the real rush appears onto the A bomb site. 2 AWPs and an AK in play here for Mythic as they are now with the bomb down, and Flom is just popping heads left and right with that pistol. It's just Shazam here. Cloud9 are looking rather deflated, I would say.
Yeah, they're getting mauled. But here, we've got to see the full buy come out from them this time. And I want to see how they change up things. Sean Garros, rather than going for the AWP, has gone for the auto sniper instead. Look at the money on Mythic as well. They are rolling in the cash at the moment. Slush puppies for all. Sean Garris gets tagged down to 36 HP. I think he may be going for the solo B hold once he's in position, but Skadoodle is already waiting there. Shazam with aggression in short, and this is what I'm talking about. Now they're taking more of the map control and getting some surprises in. Shroud of a flashbang. You can see Anger has pushed doors quickly. He's been poking through that door earlier a lot. Just no fear whatsoever from Mythic. They are definitely taking the game to Cloud9, and now Cloud9 are finally taking it back to Mythic. And they are 4-0 so far in this round, with only Skadoodle remaining once again.
And there it is, Skadoodle with a quick shot there and a finish with a Tech 9. Does get quite low, but there's not a lot of extra work he can do here. Although that said, does pick up a quick frag onto Sean Garris. Sorry, to Semphis, and Sean Garris is going to eliminate him on the trade. So 10-3, this is a crushing first half. Mythic looking really good, and Cloud9, they can't really seem to get anything rolling, and they seem to be getting outgunned as well. Like they're just out-executed on the fights.
Yeah,
So
absolutely, and Mythic they're gagging for the jewels again. We've got Hades pushing long continuously. Again, he's just going for a quick poke, but this time he's going to be a bit more patient. As look at the charge, it seems they've got Cloud9's number, and maybe their three-man push is a bit telegraphed. So they've gone for a fast short push. That said, they are contesting the sites at the moment. Still no push here from Hades. He's waiting until the right time, and they know to expect a long push, which is why Shroud is just keeping an eye on things now, and they're not getting a bit crazy, trying to retake the site. He does get the frag onto Hades, which means there's no flank here from the T's. Now they are in a difficult position, as they are outnumbered 5-2. There's a first frag from Anger onto nothing. Sean Garris with the angle though, it's going to completely annihilate him, turning him into a barbecued marshmallow. And Anger with 11 HP versus the jumping Semphis and Shazam through the smoke. Cloud9 with a late comeback here, looking for a 10-5.
that angle though. What was it? Paint me like one of those French girls.
Paint me like one of your French girls.
I can't remember. How does it go?
Pay me like one of your French girls.
I don't know how it goes.
I don't know, that's a different conversation, Dan. Pay me like one of your French girls.
I said paint.
Sure, you said pay. You said pay.
Okay.
Brief pause.
So
I don't know if I like this purple knife or not, because I think I like it for like 5 seconds and then it's kind of, I don't like it anymore. That's all I have to say about that, Dan.
All right. I like it.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Well, alrighty then. This knife is disgusting. This is the Ebola knife.
The Ebola. I'd say that's my. I like that one the least.
The M9 bayonet is like 12 times better than that. The fade, sorry. But anyway, back into the match. So we are into the last round of the first half. Let's see if it will be 10-5 or 11-4. Shroud taking out the long players once again. Shazam is quite low in mid actually, so is Semphis. 14 and 36 HP respectively, with 1 minute 20 on the clock. So they're going to have to watch out. They're up against 2 AKs and 2 AWPs. Lots of snipers on the map across both teams. That was an angle that you often see Skadoodle doing as well. Just getting that peek through the box. Does avoid him being flashbanged as well in most situations, which is nice. Okay, well, flashing in the AWP, Skadoodle. And he gets the frag as well. Could get another one. He knows his angles, but then so does Shazam. Trade coming in.
Actually
from
dropped
the
the
new player.
bomb there as well. And that is, look at that. Cloud9 know what's up. They're going to try to get themselves to that bomb. Good spray there from Shroud. Lex going to get annihilated as he jumps through the smoke. And Cloud9 at least pick up 5 rounds. But it's absolutely recoverable. Absolutely. For Cloud9 on the T side. T side is definitely much easier to deal with than the CT side. It's always nice to get the CT side out of the way with first on this map. I don't know why. It's just one of those weird things, at least for me. That's like a personal thing for me, at least. And I know a lot of people feel the same way, because the T side is technically a bit favored. And we'll have to see if Cloud9 can win the pistol. And
that is the most unoriginal name for any fade. Taste the rainbow. I had to say that. I know I interrupted you. And I do apologize, Dan. But it had to be said. It had to get out there.
All right, well, the jumping burst from nothing. Going to be punching a hole through this, into this A bomb site here for Cloud9. Another head popped by nothing, as Shazam also be working on some frags of his own, getting 2. Now it's all on Lex.
Ooh,
Gonna
he
get
got
annihilated.
destroyed.
All right. So, Shroud not impressed. James is not going to be visiting Skadoodle's house.
I don't think there'd be much conversation.
No. All right.
So Cloud9 off to a good start in the second half. Let's see if it can continue. We don't have a force buy here from the CTs, just a few pistols. Rush coming into the site.
MP7. MP7 picking up 2. And this is a pretty easy 1 round by Cloud9, as we see. Mythic actually not really going for much of an investment at all. Are they planning to actually just buy up in the following round? Some of them invested, some of them didn't. So
They only bought pistols. Sometimes the scoreboard can be laggy on the money.
Yeah, because that looked really weird. Okay, they're all on the same page. That's good. So they're just gonna go for the basically close to 2 full saves here. Only a few P250 spread around.
So, yeah, and Hades bought a smoke.
Well,
I guess just smoke mid so they can cross. Fair enough.
So yeah, look, I mean, oftentimes you're gonna see this on this map because it's so hard with the pistol armor to really, unless you're like Envy or something, like make that work on the CT side. It's very gambly because, you know, it's much easier when you're on the T side and you can actually dictate the round yourself. But as being the reactive CTs, you can get completely circumvented. And so it's just more there's more value in looking for a bigger buy on that 4th round.
See, this kind of thing is what we were missing from. Well, actually, no, that's not true. On the on Erika, they were pushing short, as they are pushing short on the T side. So we'll see if these CTs can get back in there in time.
Cloud9 really sticking together at the moment, making sure that no weapons can be dropped and put in the hands of their opponents.
Real destroyed.
Yeah, something's locking it down. So far, so good here for Cloud9. And Sean Garris is actually racking up loads of frags with that MP7, which is really nice, considering how much extra cash it gives you for those frags. Sean Garris going to be rolling in the dough. It's just a bit of a duel here. They might be able to get some extra damage done. But the thing is that Cloud9 should be forcing them with the bomb down into angles, basically, if they want to come anywhere near to them. Now, Sean Garris could actually just go for the YOLO rush, try to get 2 extra frags in the MP7. This is the money reward. It's actually more than justified. They should even let him just take the frag. He's not going to get it, but it will go to Semphis instead. And let's look, yeah, Sean Garris, look how much money he has. He's got 9k. He got so much from the consecutive kills there from that MP7 in both rounds. I think he got 2 and then 2 and 2 at least. So that's really nice for him. But Cloud9 fighting their way back into this match. Here we go. We're actually ready to get back into the match.
Perfect timing.
Indeed, indeed. And we're going to see a boost here if I can just get on his head. Let's have a look. Let's find the boost. Oh,
Boost is gone.
the boost is gone, but
They're
they're
just
creeping
walking through smoke.
through the smoke. They want to make it happen. It's like 3 happies right there. All going through the
I will
smoke.
you stop with the envy nonsense.
Amen to reputation. All right, so Cloud9 going to actually bully their way up through middle, and they've locked they've locked Mythic behind the smoke. Cloud9 looking strong for this take here. Nothing going straight through the smoke there into CT spawn. Does get eliminated, but still a man advantage here for Cloud9, and they got the bomb down, so you would want to throw the odds heavily in their favor. However, Mythic are really close for this retake. Don't have any distance to run, but in comes Semphis from the flank, and they were looking, but there is the trade, and 2 AWPers now. Hades and Flom with the AWPs in hand, and that's not going to work out well for them. Flom going to hightail it out of there, try to get his AWP out of harm's way and try to save it for the next round. And this has been kind of nuts to see, so, like, consistently on the T side from both teams, they're wanting to double AWP. That's not incredibly common.
Oh, he's missed him. And he's missed him. He missed him, then he missed him, Dan. So, Mythic getting a taste of their own medicine. Cloud9 just running rampage here on their turn of the C side, the T side, not the C side. So the AWPs continue, as Dan mentioned. Sean Garez aka Mr. Universe, according to Thorin, and Mr. Shazam as well. And so we have Flom, and not much else on the CT side. He has Semphis waiting for him with a tight angle through the doors. Let's see if he will be able to find him. Looks like we may have... they flashed themselves. What are they doing out there? There's a few Cloud9 homies just loitering with invisible guns.
I love that bug.
Yeah.
So they're playing pretend. It's like they're 12 years old, you know.
Ooh, we have a push on short.
Pretend Counter-Strike.
These eco pushes. Hades looking away just in case the flashbang comes in. And Flom has been found. Will he rotate his position? That is the question. I do wonder if the T's will push, and in fact, they won't. They may hold angles from short, but they're going to move away from his position, and he is indeed rotating as he should. Let's see if he can get another frag. That would be quite annoying for the T's.
There's surely no way that they can pull this one off. Mythic are all over this B-bomb site. Cloud9 were actually kind of almost sheep-herded into the B-bomb site, into the massive defense there from Mythic, but it's all but evaporated now, as it's just Hades, who's quite low, and Flom, who's now eliminated. Hades trying to make his way in, but Semphis going to get the better of him. And that was a good round there by Mythic. They were able to actually constrict the options. They actually gambled away long as well, and disincentivized Cloud9 from going long. And then Cloud9 kind of like went the way that they want, which was for that B split, where they had 3 players inside the site and 2 really fast from A on the rotation. So unlucky for Mythic not to get more there.
Okay, we've got a similar CT push from Mythic that we saw in most full buy rounds from Cloud9. Skadoodle will find the slightest pixel if you let him. Showing his strength now. Must be a bit bizarre to imagine him being teamless at the moment, but such is life. Sometimes there's success, sometimes there's hardship. So an early pick for the CTs, which has slowed down the Ts. Bomb is heading back up, top mid, just checking the long area. This is almost like a mirror of the first half, in the way that both T sides aren't really holding long doors. They just have a quick check and they're like, oh, nothing's going on, okay, let's go. And no push from long has been seen in the whole of the Cloud9's first half, and Mythic so far as well. Sean Garrett's now getting an AWP of his own in.
Yeah, winning the one-on-one there, very key. As Cloud9 look to move onto the site. The Flames will delay just slightly Cloud9's approach. And Lex able to take 2 quick frags there. That's huge for Mythic. Now they go a man up, and Sean Garris is really low. Lex is going to even catch him off guard. Big round here from Lex, as Shroud is the last man standing. Quickly dispatches Lex as they are surrounding him, but Shroud is up for the job, and he's going to get eliminated by Skadoodle in the end. And it is not to be there for Cloud9. It was close, but no cigar.
He is a fragging machine. Mr. Shroud9. You have to, in a lot of, like, that's one thing, like, his clutch is pretty damn strong, especially on Dust 2A. We've seen him frag a lot of people in that situation before, and there's another one from him, so got a bit of a pause coming in here, but hopefully we will be resuming the match soon. In the meantime, we can see Flom and Sean Garras more or less on 20 kills, just leading the proceedings for both teams. And nothing again. We have Steam logon issues for days. At least 1 Dragon Lore, maybe 2, depending on what you, the viewer, decides.
Double Dragon Lore.
Which will go to, the output of that will go to one of our subscribers.
Okay, so we've got a cat boost coming in here from Mythic. 2 players boosted up, and they're going to go for a quick aggression up middle with this. But they do, of course, get immediately smoked off, so they cannot proceed. But we could have potentially seen 4 players there from Mythic trying to make something happen there, but it's not to be.
Look at this map control already on long. How is this even possible? This is crazy.
Mythic have been giving up long quite often, actually. And this is now, Cloud9 have actually found that opening. Are you joking?
Lol.
Flom with a jumping AWP shot. And nothing catching the rotation. with no issues at all. Hades, though, spinning around for the frag onto nothing to eliminate him. That threat is now gone, but Cloud9 still have an extra man, more health, and the bomb site. Nice round of the spray, and Shazam in with the AWP shot to clean things up. And now we're all tied, and Cloud9 look to be on a nice spree of rounds. This is not looking like it's going to end anytime soon, especially with Mythic in such economic turmoil.
So, yeah, that jumping AWP shot was nice, but what was even better was it made the bomb fly into a slope. Sorry, CT slope. So that put the T's in a very difficult situation. But again, there's just lots of duels coming in here for both teams. As you can see, it's 11-11, so
oh, I love
going
this.
pretty even at the moment.
Look at this, Shroud coming in with 3 quick kills, looking for the next one, almost gets it on Skadoodle. But the funny thing about this is that they are, I hope, with this play, identifying the massive gaping hole that is A-long at the moment. There's been no defense there really from Mythic. They've been giving it up. And that's fine. That's like fine to mix that in every now and again. But if you do it consistently, then it's something that can be exploited. So if Cloud9 are going to go for a quick play up long now, if Mythic are going to keep playing in this way, they might just start losing out on some more rounds here.
Yeah, looks like they have indeed found a hole, because look at this. They looking to charge into long again. Long before that smoke comes in to smoke the doors. That's a long smoke which has to bounce over that balcony. And
yeah.
Sean Garrett will get the first frag. It is an eco though from the CTs, and they've got 2 frags. Hades taking down Shazam and nothing, but fortunately for Cloud9, they still have control of the bomb. But with Hades with the AWP as well, this could go either way.
Wow, sent this, but caught in the side by Skadoodle. And now here comes Hades. Hades could shut this down. He's quick with the AWP. Does get smoked away. Good nade. Might get the frag. Not quite. Sean Garrett's still staying alive, and he's going to get tagged down low. Might be also showing off some jump shots here, but he's going to try to creep around the smoke through the gap. And Sean Garrett will eliminate him. But the long push there, if they're reacting to this absence of Mythic's defense there, it's something that's more relevant on their buy rounds. On eco rounds, I don't think it's something that's all that exploitable. So I'm looking to Mythic now to see what their approach is here. They're going to boost Cat again. Hades is the only man there on long, and his angle is really defensive. He's not actually pushed in. Looks like he is actually going to push in further now. He's got a teammate there. So that's really good to see from Mythic. They have got a good long presence again. And they had a fast timing on Cat there, and Skadoodle's going to take down nothing in middle. But the Cat guy actually has left Cat now, and they're playing more towards middle than B with 3 players. So they are really mixing up their positions a lot at the moment.
I'm sure Anger just heard that bomb be thrown. Not that he could do much about it, but there's a little bit of information for the CT team. You've got to bear in mind when you're throwing the bomb on the floor and upper B tunnel as well, because if you're playing the car position as a CT, you can hear them throw the bomb. And that is a messed up flashbang.
He wanted to flash Shroud in for an entry there onto Cat, but again, Cat is actually completely vacant at the moment. Mythic, they're just relying on Flom on the crossover to actually defend any pushes coming in there. And Cloud9 aren't actually going for it. And looks like Mythic have read this well with this positioning. They've got 2 players on the doors and 1 close up on the double stack here, right out of the exit. Lex with the Mag 7. Shazam and Sean Garris doing the setup that you were talking about, or close enough. Lex gonna annihilate Sean Garris. Goes for the drop. Shazam is gonna get Mag down as well. There's another player. Lex cannot find the last guy, but he's got 4 mates to do the job. Surely Semphis isn't gonna pull this one off. Does take down 1 player very quickly, and he's gonna get taken out. So Anger with the last frag there. Mythic, they have actually, well, not quite, but they're going to be breaking Cloud9's economy very soon, and we're almost at the end of this match, James. So this is a very good point for them to be doing this.
Yeah, well, they're both pretty dry in the money well at the moment. And Shazam missing the shot there, and the second one, oh no, he tagged Lex through the door, in fact. So props to him. He is actually bottom fragging for his team at the moment, so he's not showing up, while Skadoodle is not top fragging, but he's top of the leaderboard at least. So definitely contributing in many ways for his team at the moment. See the CT's quite spread out. 2 people along this time, and they're still there now. With Anger going for an aggressive short presence, but he's going to push back towards the site now. As you can see, Semfis in a more traditional position around a long area as the remainder of his team are in mid. Just going to have a quick check into...
What is that? Did you see that?
upper
It's
tunnel.
just like the trajectory of the flash there. It took a right angle. That was super weird. I guess it's a bit of lag, but the entries will be found from Shroud anyway. So 4 players against 4. And they're making their way up middle now. Frags coming in here for Cloud9, finding themselves in advantage now as the bomb ferries itself over to be planted on the B site. Flom and Hades against Nothing and Sean Garris here as they go for this retake. Nothing in a good position to go for a quick peek. He's going to go for it, eliminated by Flom. Now it's on Sean Garris as these 2 players gear up to double team him, just waiting that fire out first of all. Sean Garris, I like this position here. In they go for the double peek. Sean Garris gets eliminated by Hades and slumped in the corner. The wall stained red with his blood. That's a round for Mythic. 13-13. And Cloud9 getting the bomb down. I think they're going to have enough cash for a buy. They do, but it's I don't think Shazam can buy, but the rest of his team can. So 1 more round and Mythic break the economy of Cloud9. And if they're to do that, it's almost game over for Cloud9. Alright guys, we're back into the match. We do have ourselves a sub, who I believe is Explosive. Alright.
Apologies for being a bit late to the game without a little bit of warning, guys, but we're here. So 13-13. Jordan has left the building, at least for the meantime.
I was going to say we skipped the boring slow parts of the round, but we've gone straight to a save of 3 rifles because they lost the site, and it's going to be a round for Cloud9 as Mythic keep their weapons alive. And Cloud9 were on the verge of their economy being broken, as you can now see as I hold the scoreboard button up. But now, Cloud9 have a chance and a lead as well. So definitely exactly what they needed. They didn't even lose more than 1 player, so the rebuy is super easy, super tidy for them. And they'll even have some money left over for following rounds, although there aren't going to be many of them. Mythic now with a mag on Lex, FAMAS on Hades, bit of a scrappy buy. Flom going to go in for the peak, barely gets out of there alive though. I mean, had he gone for a little, like a few more pixels deeper there on that angle, might have actually been caught with no armor. And you can see him being very defensive, calling some teammates back over to help him out. But in the meantime, Cloud9 have left 1 player on long and otherwise evacuated it as they now go for middle and catwalk control. Anger looking for somebody. He's going to pick off Semfis. Shroud in the meantime going to get the entry onto Flom as they make their way into the A bomb site. And still a 4-on-4 here, but the weapons, they can go so good, but that is a fantastic display from Lex. He's going to be able to pick up an AK-47 for his troubles, and that will help massively. Flash over, but he's stopped by the smoke.
Okay, so for CT to try and retake this smoke is going to slow him down, but that's the last smoke here for the T's. Only 2 remaining now. Something has Explosive has a molly on him. Is he going to get to use it though? He could stop a potential defuse here. In fact, Mythic are being wiped out now. Only Skadoodle remains here, but he's not going to be able to stop this bomb from being defused.
I think Shazam got a straight up frag through the smoke there, I think, as the CT was defusing. So that's a really, really big frag from Shazam. He was then able to turn quickly to support his teammate. And even going to stay alive there with the AK. Skadoodle going to get out of there with the AWP. But match point now for Cloud9 as they're 1 away from taking this. And of course, they had a very tumultuous first half. They only got themselves 5 rounds on CT, but Mythic having just as much trouble, even more so than Cloud9 did.
Okay, it's end game here for Cloud9. Up against the 4th buy here from Mythic. 1 AWP, 2 M4s, FAMAS, and only a 5-7 on Anger. Let's have a look at where he's playing. He's playing long, actually, so normally you'd see the close quarters combat, but not on this occasion. The charge is coming into the B bomb site here, and everyone's falling down before the camera can even get to them. It's going to be a 3-on-5 retake here. A few nades remaining. Well, that was only a smoke now for Hades, so this is not going to be easy for the CTs. This is pretty much over, in fact, as it's 4 versus 1. No kill from Hades either. Silence them for, I think the end is imminent here for Mythic. And there it is, 16-13. Cloud9 make it through in the end. So Jordan will be happy that they managed to bring home the W despite his internet issues there.